Hi everyone, and welcome back to More with Less. Today I want to talk about healthcare costs and health insurance. Back in 2011, my wife and I left the system. We were at that time being supported. We had state assistance in our medical insurance and our health insurance, but my company was starting to become prosperous, and we did not qualify for that assistance. In our healthcare costs were going to explode. I looked into regular health insurance organizations, and it was unbelievable expensive. So at the time, we decided to look at alternatives, and that's when we found Samaritan Ministries. Now, my wife and I, it was the two of us and our daughter, and she was a junior high age. And when we found Samaritan Ministries, we saw that they had a good reputation, and we decided we were going to take the chance, and we abandoned the corporate insurance industry. Now, it was a little spooky at the time. I'm telling you, it was a little scary, because now we were dependent on other individuals who were a part of this organization, and that's what it is. Healthcare sharing organizations, cost sharing organizations, are a large group of people who have committed to one another to pay for each other's expenses in health care coverage. So we joined, and even then we didn't qualify. We hadn't gotten to a point where we qualified for. At one point early on, our daughter had a skiing accident, and it wasn't a part of the coverage because we hadn't been a part of the organization long enough. And yet even then, the ministry had a place where you could submit the need, and people would give a check above and beyond to help cover those needs. And my daughter's emergency room expenses were covered. Later, my wife had 2 surgeries that were very expensive, and I think we ended up with over $60,000 of health care costs, and all of that was covered. At the time, our costs per month in sharing in the organization to send to other individuals who had medical needs was $290 a month, I think is what it was at the time. Now that we're older, I'm 63, my wife is 64, our check that we send to an individual each month is $700, a little over $700, $714 I think. And that, for our age, is dirt cheap. And I found out by going online, checking out what the cost of a young family is. A young family of 4 with their basic sharing program is a little less than $400 a month. So if you own a business and you have to cover your own health care costs, I truly encourage you to check out Samaritan Ministries. But there are also other sharing ministries out there, healthcare cost sharing organizations out there that are worthy of your attention. So do a little bit of research. And if you're not a churchgoer and that's not a part of your world, there are organizations that bind together with shared interest, and they too share in healthcare costs. We were very happy to leave the whole corporate industrial healthcare, health insurance industry, where everything seems to be a contentious war for the costs and coverage of expenses, and it's just so impersonal and so it seems so industrial. And with our ministry, we write a note, we send that check to an individual, we pray for that person, and we love being a part of Samaritan Ministries. It has saved us a huge amount of money, and it has given us a real deep sense of peace and joy in the journey for healthcare coverage. So let me know what you do. If you find this to be a benefit, I hope it points some people in the right direction, that you don't have to be a part of the system, and you're able to save money. And because you're saving money, you're being able to live a more prosperous life, you're being able to live a more fruitful life, you're able to have more peace in the journey, and you're able to have more joy in the journey, because you're sharing the costs of health care with others of like mind as you live your life. Again, if you're a young family and you have to cover your own healthcare expenses, this is a great alternative to the traditional health insurance industry. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know if this helped you in any way. And God bless you as you continue your journey through life, living prosperous and fruitful, more with less.